So here we're going to look at evaluating different expressions when we've got some negative numbers for our variables. So we can see here that we've got p is equal to 3, we've got f equals -5, and we've got d equals 6. So f this time is a negative number, and this can add some complexity when we're substituting these values into expressions or into formula. We're going to start with a few basic ones, and we're just going to look at the importance of using brackets when we're substituting in negative numbers, just to avoid making simple mistakes. So we're going to start off with p plus f plus d. So we just substitute our variables in here. So p is 3 plus f. Now f is -5. So whenever we've got a negative number, we're going to put a bracket around it just to help with the calculation of it all. So plus -5 and then plus d, which is 6 on the end. Now we can evaluate this as we go along. So 3 plus -5, well, if you're adding a negative, it's the same as subtracting. So 3 minus 5 is -2. And then add 6 is 4. So p plus f plus d equals 4. Now, similar expression with the next one. The difference is we've got a negative, and this is where the brackets become really important. So we're going to start off again with p is equal to 3 minus, now f is -5. So again, I'm going to put that in brackets. And then minus d, so -6. And again, when we evaluate this now, we've got 3. We're taking away a negative number. So what happens here is when we subtract away a negative number, it's actually the same as adding it. So 3 plus 5 is 8, minus 6 is 2. So p minus f minus d equals 2. A little bit of a fraction thrown in on this occasion. So we've got p d plus 2 over f. So just a reminder of our variables, p is equal to 3, f equals -5, and d is equal to 6. So when we look at evaluating this here, now pd, we've got two letters next to each other, that means we're multiplying them together. So p times d, so that would be 3 times 6, and then plus 2, and that is all over f, which f is -5, and again I'll put that in brackets because it's a negative. Now we're going to first of all simplify the numerator here. So 3 times 6 is 18, so 18 plus 2 over -5, and then 18 plus 2 is 20, so 20 over -5. Now what we've got here is this is the same as 20 divided by -5. So it's a positive divided by a negative. Positive divided by a negative is a negative. So 20 divided by -5 is the same as 20 divided by 5, which is 4, but our answer is negative. So 20 divided by -5 is -4. And that would be our final answer here. Now, bringing in a squared, this is where the brackets again are very important. When it comes to evaluating this, we've got f squared. So we put in our brackets here, -5 for f squared plus d. Now, we've got to be careful when evaluating this. -5 in brackets squared is -5 times -5. Now, negative times a negative is a positive, so we end up with positive 25. So this becomes 25 plus d, so d is 6. Sorry, I should have written that in the top line there. I'll just make that change now. And 25 plus 6 is 31. Last one here, we've got a really good mixture of a lot of different things going on here. So again, just reminders of our values. P is equal to 3, D is equal to 6, F is equal to -5. So here we've got P D squared. Now, only the squared is only attached to the D. So we're only squaring the D. So we've got to be careful here. We're going to actually write this out before we evaluate it. So this is the same as P times D squared. So we've got two variables next to each other. That's the same as them being multiplied together. And then minus 3 times F. And now we can substitute our values in. So P is 3, so 3 times D in brackets is 6 squared minus 3 times F. So again, F is negative, so I'm going to put it in brackets. Notice I did put the 6 in brackets here. I did that by mistake. I actually thought I got the D and the F mistaken there for each other and thought it was a negative. But even though it's a positive number, you can still put it in brackets if you like. It's not going to change the outcome of the answer. Now, when we then substitute this So when we now evaluate this, we do the powers first. So 3 times 6 squared is 36, minus 3 times minus 5. So we now carry out the multiplications. 3 times 36 is 108. 3 times minus 5 is minus 15. Notice this minus sign here stays still. So it's still 108 minus minus 15. Well, if you're subtracting a negative number, that actually is the same as adding them together. So we end with 108 plus 15, and 108 plus 15 is 123. Okay, so that just shows you how we can substitute negative numbers in to expressions, and more importantly, the importance of using brackets when substituting in those negative numbers.